Hi Cole, it's Auntie. I'm going to tell you the story about Goldilocks and the Three Bears. So, let's open the book. Once there was a little girl named Goldilocks. What a sweet little child, someone new said in town. That's what you think, said a neighbor. They're whispering about her. It's not very nice. So, one morning, Goldilocks' mother sent her to buy muffins in the next village. You must promise not to take the shortcut through the forest, she said. I've heard that bears live there. Okay, I promise, said Goldilocks. But to tell the truth, Goldilocks was one of those naughty little girls who do exactly as they please. And here's Goldilocks walking through the forest. See that right there? It says shortcut. And this one says danger. And that one says very risky. And this one says not a good idea. Turn back. Go the other way. And Goldilocks is walking right into the shortcut. She's not supposed to go there, but she's going to anyways. Meanwhile, in a clearing deeper inside the forest, in a charming house all their own, a family of brown bears was sitting down to eat their breakfast. Porridge. Patooey, cried big old Papa Bear. This porridge is scalding hot. I've burned my tongue, he said. I'm dying, said Baby Bear. Now really, said Mama Bear, who was of medium size, that's quite enough. I know, said Papa Bear. Why don't we take our bike for a spin while the porridge is cooling? Excellent, said Mama Bear. So they got on their rusty bike and off they went. A few minutes later, Goldilocks arrived at the bear's house. She knocked on the door, and nobody answered. So she walked right in. And on the dining room table were 3 inviting bowls of porridge. Well, I don't mind if I do, said Goldilocks, helping herself to the biggest bowl of porridge. But the porridge in the biggest bowl was much too hot. Patooey, said Goldilocks, and she spit it out. And next she tasted the porridge in the medium-sized bowl. But that porridge was much too cold. And then Goldilocks tasted the porridge in the little tiny bowl. And this one was just right. Not too hot and not too cold. In fact, she liked it so much that she gobbled it all up. And she ate all of her porridge. Feeling very full and satisfied, Goldilocks thought that it would be great fun to have a look around the house. Right away, she noticed a lot of hair and fur everywhere. "This hair and fur must belong to kitties," she said. In the parlor there were 3 chairs. "Well, I don't mind if I do," she said, climbing into the biggest chair. But the biggest chair was much too hard, and she could not get comfortable. She doesn't look very comfortable, Chloe. So I think she's going to try the other chair. Let's see. Well, next, Goldilocks sat in the medium-sized chair. But that chair was too soft. And she also thought that she might never get out. It looks like she's stuck inside. And then Goldilocks sat in the little chair. And this chair was just right. It was not too hard, and it was not too soft. In fact, she liked it so much that she rocked and she rocked and she rocked until the chair fell completely into tiny pieces. Whoops, looks like Goldilocks had an accident. Well, now all that rocking left Goldilocks quite tuckered out. "I'm feeling sleepy. I could take a little snooze," she said. So she went to look for a comfy place to nap. Upstairs were 3 beds. "Well, I don't mind if I do," said Goldilocks. And she got into the biggest one. But the biggest bed was much too high. And next, she tried the medium-sized bed. But the head of that bed was much too low. You see her head? And her feet are up here, so she doesn't look too comfortable. Then Goldilocks tried the little bed, and it was just right. Soon she was all nice and cozy, and she was very happy, and she fell asleep. She was sleeping so good, she didn't even hear the bears come home. The 3 bears were very hungry when they got home, so they went right in for their breakfast, and they could not believe what they saw. "Somebody has been eating my porridge," said Papa Bear. "And somebody has been in my porridge," said Mama Bear. "And somebody has been in my porridge too," said Baby Bear. "And they ate it all up." Everybody looks upset. Oh no. See what happens. He doesn't look too happy. And she doesn't look happy. And Baby Bear doesn't look happy. In the parlor, the 3 bears were in for another surprise. "Somebody has been sitting in my chair," said Papa Bear. "And somebody has been sitting in my chair," said Mama Bear. "And somebody has been sitting in my chair too," said Baby Bear. "And they broke it all to pieces." Well, that's why he's upset. His chair's broken. The 3 bears went upstairs and tiptoed. They didn't know what they were going to find, but they were being quiet. And at first, everything seemed fine. But Papa Bear laid his head on his bed. "Somebody has been laying in my bed," he said. "And somebody has been laying in my bed too," said Mama Bear. And little baby bear said, "Look, somebody's been laying in my bed, and she's still there." They walk over to baby bear's bed. They were upset. And as soon as they got over there, Goldilocks woke up. She couldn't believe it. She was looking at 3 bears, and they looked very angry. Before they could tell anything, Goldilocks jumped up out of bed, ran across the room, and flew right out that window. "So, who was that little girl?" said Baby Bear. "Well, I don't know," said Mama Bear. And Papa Bear said, "Well, I hope we never see her again." And guess what? The 3 little bears never saw Goldilocks again. And Goldilocks never took the shortcut. Never, ever. The end.